This is Texans TV.
We're live on the field with Keon Crossan.
Gotta make some plays today, boys. Y'all tune in.
H-Town.
H-Town, man. Woo!
And we take a look at our Walter Payton Man of the Year. Texans 360 starts now.
We are ready to rock in Houston. Rock and roll. Touchdown.
Guess when you think you've seen it all, there's always something else.
Welcome into Texans 360. I'm your host, Deepi Sidhu. So glad you can join us. Hope you're enjoying your holiday season. As New Year's is just around the corner, the Texans still have 2 home games left for this season. So in tonight's show, we're going to preview the Cincinnati Bengals. We're also going to give you an inside look at the Texans Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, Michael Thomas. He's done some fantastic things in the community, even before he got here to Houston, but especially since he has gotten here. But first, we love nothing more than a hot mic on a player that's in action. And we got a mic on Keon Crossan for this week's Mic'd Up. This was him against the Indianapolis Colts, and you are not going to want to miss this. Take a look.
Gotta make some plays today, boys. Gotta make some plays today, boys. It's a work day now.
Let's go, baby.
It's a work day. Y'all tune in.
H-Town.
H-Town, man. Woo! Have a day, have a day, have a day. Here we go, do your job, let's go. Do your job, let's go. Yes, sir. Let's get off here. What's up, boy? Hey, we good. Come on, we good, we good, we good.
Clarence and airs it out long downfield, and wide open is Hansen. 10-5, rock and roll, touchdown, Houston.
Let's go. It's game time. Let's go. What's up? Hey, that's how you hit.
Ripped up for minimal gain. Moore got him by the feet, so we've got a third down coming up.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Throw it, Phil. Throw it, Phil. Oh. That's a hot call.
And he passes left side and off the hands of Burton, and the Texans are going to get the ball back.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go, Zach! Hey, let's go! There you go. Take what they give you.
Throws downfield, got a man at the 50. David Johnson moves inside, 45. Johnson taking people with him inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Rivers with the pass rush approaching, dumps it off to Taylor, who's blasted by Adams. What a hit by Tyrell.
Let's go!
Watson fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, and caught for the touchdown, Keke Coutee.
Yes, sir! Keke. Hey, it's time to book that strap now. We're gonna book that strap.
Keon comes up to make the play.
Tell you what, he came up in nice run support then.
Huh? Come on, man! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
3rd and 5 at the Houston 35. Rivers throwing and incomplete.
Let's go, T.A.! Let's go! I'm a dog out there. Playing around. I'm a dog. They talking about. Hey, fight. Hey, fight. We got 7 minutes. Let's grind it out. We got 7 minutes. Let's grind it out here, boys. Let's go. Ah! Hey! Good job, boys. You know it, baby. You know it. Good job, boys. All right, Phil. Appreciate you, baby. You know it. What's up with it? Oh. Congratulations, boy. Yeah, hope we get in, man. No doubt. Bless it, man. Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog. Appreciate you, dog. You know it. Appreciate you. You know it. Yeah.
I love the mic'd ups. I also love doing my deep slant every single week with a Houston Texans player. And this guy, there's been a lot of talk about him just the past 3 seasons, what he's been through. Wide receiver Keke Coutee, inactive for a big chunk of the season, then makes it back on the field. He becomes quickly one of Deshaun Watson's favorite targets. He's already got 3 touchdowns on the season. I had a chance to catch up with Keke and ask him what the 2020 season's been like for him. It's Deep Slant 101 presented by Xfinity. My guest this week, wide receiver Keke Coutee. Keke, before we start, I just have to say we do the pregame show, and one of my favorite shots is you warming up because you are really, you're putting out the dance moves. And I feel like if I watch you long enough, I can probably guess what song you're singing because you're just like, you know the words to everything.
Right. Yeah. I just try to get going before the game. You know, I'm always trying not to get too hyped, but yeah, if you catch me before the pregame, I'll probably be juiced up a little bit dancing.
The way the season started to where it's going now, if you put the Texans record aside, I mean, you're out on the field and you're really contributing to this offense right now. What's it been like for you these last few weeks, just getting back into the game, back into the plays, and just getting your confidence back?
Just being out there, I say first and foremost is a blessing, and just to be back out there, being able to compete on Sundays, you know. But I would say I'm back to doing what I'm normally doing, you know, just making plays, you know, trusting in my abilities, and you know, having that great relationship with my quarterback. So you know, just to be out there the last couple of weeks and actually getting able to produce, you know, I'm sure it makes everybody feel good.
Well, Tim Kelly was asked about you, and he said, and I'm going to quote, he said he was proud as hell of you and Chad Hansen. You know, what is the mental conversation like in your head, you know, as a player when you're sort of waiting to get through those weeks because you don't know when your opportunity is going to come, but then when it does, you have to be ready.
I feel like it's long and hard, you know, you're just waiting on any given Sunday just to be ready to play. So for that extended period of time, you know, you can't dwell on it because it can only get worse from there. So I feel like just keep believing in yourself and just being ready to go. You know, I didn't know my number was going to get called again, and it came that New England game. You know, Cobb had the injury, and I was unaware of it myself, you know, so I was ready to go. So just to be out there and be back in the moment. So I've been ready to go ever since. I feel like I haven't reached my limit yet, not even close. So I had a lot of great games so far in my career, but I feel like I can go even further. So, you know, just taking my game to the next level, never being complacent. I always want to be the best in this league one day, so I'm going to keep working towards that.
All right, we can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. Always a pleasure, Keke Coutee.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Coming up, John Harris breaks down the Cincinnati Bengals next on Texans 360.
The Houston Texans have won 8 of the last 9 games, including the playoffs against the Cincinnati Bengals. After dropping the first 3 contests in the all-time series, Houston peeled off 5 in a row, dropped a game in 2014, and has now won 3 in a row. 12. J.J. Watt logged his 12th tackle for loss of 2020 on Sunday, and he now owns 170 in his career. Since the tackles for loss statistic has been tabulated, it's the most in NFL history. 100. Linebacker Tyrell Adams cracked the century mark in tackles for the season after his 11-tackle performance at Indianapolis. Adams has led the league in total tackles since Week 5 when he entered the starting lineup. I'm Mark Vandermeer, and this is By the Numbers, presented by FedEx.
Welcome back to Texans 360. It's that time of the show where we preview the Texans' next matchup. It's the Cincinnati Bengals. The Texans have had a lot of luck with the Bengals in years past, but this is a completely different Bengals team. Even from when the season started, they've gone through quite a few quarterback changes. And here's John Harris to break down the performance report for the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's time for the Performance Report brought to you by Hyundai, and that brings the Cincinnati Bengals to Houston. Now, it's not the Joe Burrow-led Bengals. Unfortunately, Joe Burrow tore his ACL against the Washington football team earlier this year, and the Bengals have sort of struggled trying to find the guy that'll lead them through this year with Burrow coming back next year. Now, I would have loved to have seen Joe Burrow live and in person, but I think the Texans defense will be aided by Burrow not being in the lineup. Ryan Finley has taken over as the starting quarterback. He doesn't throw it extremely well, but he can run a little bit. He had about 10 or 11 carries against the Steelers in a win against the Steelers. Now, they didn't produce much offense, about 241 yards, and they got the majority of that from Gio Bernard. But they've got 3 very good receivers. One you've heard of, A.J. Green. But he's really kind of the second or third receiver now. Tyler Boyd is probably the guy you may know because of fantasy football. But the best receiver I think they have is a rookie in T. Higgins. Those 3 receivers are very good together. It's just a matter of whether Finley can get the ball off and get it to him like Joe Burrow could. Now on the defensive side, Cincinnati has a few names maybe you know. Christian Covington on the inside. Maybe some guys you don't know are their best players. One of them is at safety, and that's Jesse Bates. I think he is a Pro Bowl snub. He's one of the better safeties in this league. And on the edge, Carl Lawson was a menace against the Steelers. He had a sack, but he also had 6 quarterback hits. Sam Hubbard from the other side had 2 quarterback hits. They made life miserable for the 11-3 Steelers on a Monday night. Held the Steelers to 17 points. That defense has a little something. You may not know the players, you may not know this guy or that guy, but I'm telling you, between Bates, Lawson, Cove, Hubbard, they've got some guys that can play. Von Bell at safety is a guy that'll light you up going across the middle. They've got some guys that'll get after it. Zach Taylor is a good young head coach. This team will be on the rise once they get Burrow back. The key is, can the Texans take advantage of this Bengals team without Joe Burrow? Slow down Gio Bernard, slow down T. Higgins, and keep Carl Lawson in check. And there's a chance to walk away with win number 5.
And a weekly feature that we've been doing this season. I've been catching up with my friends from all around the league, team reporters, local beat writers. We talked to them about what they've seen from the opposing side. We call it enemy sidelines. And this week we caught up with Marissa Contepelli. She is the team reporter for the Bengals, and she gave us her thoughts on this 2020 Bengals team. This week on Enemy Sidelines, presented by Microsoft Teams, my good friend Marissa Contepelli. She's the team reporter for the Cincinnati Bengals, coming off the big Monday night win, which we all watched. Marissa, I'm sure spirits are high in Cincinnati despite having such a crazy, unexpected season, and disappointing probably to say the least. But what has that done for sort of the mood of the team just heading into these final 2 weeks?
Yeah, well, Deepi, thank you so much for having me on with you today. I mean, you wouldn't think that this team was only a 2-win team going into Monday night the way that they played. And I mean, talking to players afterwards, they were very blunt about it, saying they needed that type of win. They needed to show that they could not only keep up with, the division leaders in the AFC, but that, they can go out and win a primetime game going into the rest of the week. Just kind of absolutely the momentum that they want to take as, there's 2 games left in the season.
When the schedule came out, we were sort of penciling in Joe Burrow as an exciting QB to watch. And we all know what happened with him. He went on IR, but it's been Burrow, it's been Brandon Allen, and then in Monday night's game, Ryan Finley at quarterback. Didn't put up great numbers, but still came out with a big win.
When you look at Ryan Finley, I mean, this is a guy that had 3 starts his rookie season last year, but Monday night, really, I think he looked as comfortable as he's ever been, playing in an NFL game. The stats aren't going to quite speak to, I think, just the way he kind of had command of the offense and really just kind of took on that little bit of a leadership role when, you have a guy like Tyler Boyd who's going out with an injury and A.J. Green only had 2 catches in that game. And so, a lot was put on Ryan Finley's shoulders and, he did what he had to do.
Higgins, our next gen stat presented by AWS. Among rookies, he has the 4th most receiving touchdowns. He has 5 for the season. So I know it's been such a crazy year for rookies. What is it about Higgins that has made him such a target for touchdowns this year? And what do you attribute his success to?
Right. Well, I've talked to our wide receiver coach, a handful of times about T. Higgins, and he just praises his natural, not only his athleticism, but kind of his knack for just going and getting the ball, just making a play. I mean, he just has that confidence about him that you don't always get when you have, a rookie coming in trying to prove their own and earn a spot, because he had so many veterans kind of ahead of him. He's also really close to breaking 2 of the Bengals rookie receiving records, most receptions in a season, and becoming just the 3rd Bengals rookie to hit over 1,000 yards. And A.J. Green and Chris Collinsworth are the only other 2 guys in that category.
All right, well, looking forward to it. I know it's a crazy week, short week, a holiday week, and a road game, but thank you so much for the time. Marissa Contepelli, team reporter for the Bengals. Thank you so much for joining us on Enemy Sidelines this week.
Of course. Thank you for having me on.
Mark Vandermeer breaks out some Texans trivia. That's coming up on Texans 360. Texans 360 rolls on. We have some of the best fans in the world. They're really good at answering Texans trivia questions. Do you know how I know? Because Mark Vandermeer has been trying his talents as a game show host in this show that he likes to call, that we all like to call, First and Ten.
Hello, Texans, and welcome to the world's most famous game show. I'm lying, but it's really good anyway. It's Texans First and 10, and Texans fans everywhere want to get on the show. And these two gentlemen today are our lucky contestants from Germany. We got them live from Germany. Christian, how's it going?
Great. I'm excited to be on the show.
And we've got Lynn Grebe on as well, season ticket member since 2003. Lynn, are you fired up and ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
Who owns the record for solo tackles in the history of the franchise?
D'Amico Ryans.
That's correct. You're at the 5-yard line. Liddy's about to punch it in, and you got a big play one. Are you ready to rock here?
I am.
Okay. The Texans are having a tough season. It's a losing season. But it's not going to be as bad as their two worst seasons record-wise. They were both 2-14 campaigns. One was in 2005, and the other, what year was it? I'm going to give you three choices here, okay? 2017, 2010, or 2013. Their other 2-14 season.
Tell me the years again.
2013, 2017, and 2010. He really wants to win this one.
2010.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect. You're at the 5-yard line, Christian. You can go right here.
Yeah.
You ready for this? I am so excited for you. How many times have the Texans won the AFC South?
That should be 6 times.
Bang! You're in the end zone. But guess what? You went first, so Lynn gets a chance at a Hail Mary question. Are you ready for this one?
Give me the Hail Mary Aaron Rodgers question.
Andre Johnson's first touchdown came against what team?
Oh, man. First touchdown came against which? Huh?
You got one of 31 chances of being right here.
Oh, yeah. What the heck? I'll say the Dallas Cowboys.
He said the Dallas Cowboys. That is incorrect. Christian wins from Germany. Yes. Lynn, great job. You guys are both winners, winning a prize. And you know what? We're going to give you photos of our tackles, okay? Laramie Tunsil goes to Christian, our left tackle. Right tackle, Titus Howard, goes to Lynn. Congratulations, you're both winners. Thank you for playing First and 10. Great job, guys.
Take a look at everything Michael Thomas has done for the community. That's next on Texans 360. One final segment of Texans 360. It's the holiday season, which means it's the giving season, and the Texans had a campaign called Texans Care for Texans presented by Kroger. The goal was to feed over 500,000 families here in the Houston area, and we are so happy to report that not only did the campaign meet that goal, it exceeded it because Texans everywhere donated to this campaign through the Houston Food Bank, raising over $176,000, which helped feed 529,000 families here in the local Houston area. Well done to all of you out there, Texans fans everywhere, for supporting and giving to such a great cause. We also want to give a big kudos to Michael Thomas. He's the Texans Walter Payton Man of the Year. Take a look at his journey.
Daddy, thank you for being yourself and being a great person.
It's such an honor to be nominated as the Walter Payton Man of the Year, to get that respect from my teammates, to get that respect from this organization to nominate me. I mean, it's humbling. All I ever wanted to do was take all the resources I've been given, all the knowledge I've been given, and give it back to the people and to the communities I come from. Definitely education is something that means a lot to me. I've always tried to give financial literacy to the youth. I've tried to, make sure they had SAT, ACT prep so that they had all the opportunities afforded to them to try to get into college. I think social activism one, being aware and in tune with what's going on in this country, and to try to work toward real change and trying to have it where equality is really something we can see in our lifetime. What? Hold up.
Congratulations, Mike, on your Walter Payton Man of the Year nomination.
Much love and respect for that man, Mike T.
He is truly a Man of the Year, a Walter Payton Man of the Year.
I love you, and we all are extremely, extremely proud of you.
And we just like to congratulate you, Michael, and continue to keep God first, and God bless you.
Congratulations, I am so proud of you.
What better person than you than to be nominated for Man of the Year? You're not only great in the community, but you are such a leader and an inspiration and a role model to my kids and me, myself, at home.
I just want to keep making them proud, and that's it, man. Keep helping out my family and keep helping out everybody else, man. That's it, man.
That's going to do it for Texans 360. I hope you're in the giving spirit. I feel like I'm in the giving spirit after seeing all those great stories in tonight's show, which would not be made possible without the help of a lot of people. So special thanks to Tyler Suddarth and everyone that worked on this show. And special thanks to all of you. Hope you have a very safe and happy holiday season. We'll see you next week. As always, go Texans.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to know when we post new content.